pieces, the Tchaikovsky Romeo and Juliet Overture, Fantasy, the third movement of Tchaikovsky Symphony No. 6, and excerpts from Carl Orff's scenic cantanta. Now, the ballet has over the years toured successfully all over the world and has thus far performed over 1,000 shows. The tour continues from last year's theme, which celebrated great composer Tchaikovsky. And to tell us more about this year's edition, we joined in studio by Madame Slou, Saparovna, Akimguereeva, and Gardiner. Ladies, a very good morning to you and welcome.
Morning.
Good morning.
I'm going to start with you. I mean, your ballet ensemble has been in existence for so many years now. How do you manage to keep the level of success?
Well, look, all we basically do is we base on arts and culture and education of drama and ballet and dance. Obviously, with the Royal Moscow Ballet coming out to South Africa, we are keeping it live by traveling the world and sharing the beauty of dance with everybody.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so...
Madame Slou, what can we expect from this year's edition?
Sorry for my English, not enough stronger.
Yeah. What should we expect in this year's edition?
Okay, first of all, we have Act 1. Okay, so Royal Moscow Ballet are visiting South Africa. This is not their first time. They were here actually in 2000. They met Nelson Mandela, they met Tchaikovsky, and ballet it's huge. We are having all the provinces visited, except for Cape Town this year, unfortunately. And when you go and watch the performance, Act 1 is going to be Romeo and Juliet, okay, which obviously is Tchaikovsky's music. Then for Act 2, we've got Akimguereeva, which is based on Carl Orff's music, as you mentioned earlier. That is not a drama, it's more of a theatrical fantasy. Okay. So you'll find a lot of children are going to be drawn into this performance. I have to say one thing. Anatoly Emelianikov, he is the actual art director and the choreographer for the Royal Moscow Ballet. He won a knighthood for the Russian dedication that he has given and the passion he's given to ballet. And he actually is an examiner for my Learn to Fly ballerinas. Okay. Now, Learn to Fly, quickly, I'm going to touch on it, is a group of girls, they're 26 disadvantaged girls who've been learning the art of Vaganova Russian ballet for the last 3 years. This is year number 4. And we're not messing around, we want results. These girls are going places. I'm walking the journey with them till they're 18. And they get examined annually by Anatoly. And the Royal Moscow Ballet have actually asked them to perform twice for them now, and this year's the third time. They actually do the opening scene for them, so these girls are being empowered to be empowered women.
So in terms of execution and the presentation, how is it different from the Moscow leg?
Explain that again. Sorry?
In terms of the execution, in terms of presentation, the Joburg leg of this event, is it any different from the Moscow leg?
No, it's not.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the same.
Okay.
Please know that we're going to be obviously doing this an annually event where the Royal Moscow Ballet comes out. They are supporting African culture, and I would just like to touch on something about Madame Slou. Madame Slou received a Medal of Award from Vladimir Putin, Russian president himself, for keeping Vaganova Ballet alive in Africa. So she has done a lot of work. She's very shy. She'll rather stay in the back, you know, and let everybody else perform. But she's making a big difference where it comes to Russian ballet. The Royal Moscow Ballet, we are honoured to have them in our country again, to actually share exactly what people, boys and girls, not just girls, can actually do. Yeah.
Yeah. So why did you decide on the theme celebrating the great Tchaikovsky?
I never chose the theme. Edouard, who actually is the producer, he chose the theme. His English is not so great, so he's actually asked me. I'm the ambassador for the Russian Ballet, Moscow Ballet, and Madame Slou is a teacher of the Russian Ballet Academy of South Africa, and I'm the sponsor for her academy since 2009. Yeah. So we're keeping it alive, and Edouard, thankfully, is exposing us to the wonderful arts of ballet.
So who are some of the dancers that we should look forward to?
Okay, personally, they actually change dancers all the time. Some of them have gone to China right now, and so we've got a second group of performers or ballet dancers now and ballerinas. I do not personally, I wasn't able to make last night's show in Joburg, but I'll be meeting them all again on Thursday because there's a show in Pretoria on Thursday evening at 7 o'clock. I would love
Take us through some of the other venues.
Okay, so far we're going to Bloemfontein. If you have a look on your note there, we'll be in Bloemfontein, we're going to be in Durban. Unfortunately, like I said, not Cape Town this year, but they're also doing Gaborone. Okay. So, yes, they're going to be travelling far and wide.
All right, and what should we expect from this?
You've got to come see for yourself.
Have fun.
Everybody has their own experience, and some people take to ballet, some people don't, because there's no language. It's all expressed with music. It's no words. We're used to listening to TV and to radio, and everything's about words. Here, it's your own version of experience.
So what's the level of interest, do you think, people have towards this kind of genre? Do you think people have embraced it in a way that you would love them to?
Well, look, South Africa, I think, are not actually knowledgeable in the sense of knowing that we're here. So that's why we are right now trying to expose the Russian Ballet Academy and the Royal Moscow Ballet. People would love to touch base with a little bit of culture in the sense of Russia, because they're the ones who basically started Russian ballet. Vaganova Ballet goes back years and years and years. Right. And obviously we're going to be sharing that. We are actually doing a piece at the moment with my ballerinas where we're actually mixing African and classical ballet. Yeah. Wow. And that is a combination in itself that is a knockout. Wow. People are going to fall flat when they see them. We have just been asked to perform at the 67 Blankets for Nelson Mandela. Okay. And so you're going to see what we're actually going to do. We are taking Nelson Mandela's favorite piece of music, so classical music. Unfortunately,
we don't have much time. So those interested in attending this, what do they do? Where can I get tickets?
Okay, CompuTicket, obviously, and at the door. So you can come to any theatre, but mostly go into CompuTicket, go to the Royal Moscow Ballet and ask them for tickets and you'll be there. Come say hello to Madame Slou, Eduard Misniakov and the team crew.
That would be great. That would be great. Thank you so much,
ladies. Thank you very much.
It.
Thank you.
Well, that was Madame Slou, Saparovna, Akimguereeva and Claire Gardiner talking to us about the Royal Moscow Ballet, which is currently in the country. Yesterday they had a show at the Linda Auditorium and they're set to perform at various other venues. Let's take a short break.